My supreme namaskarams to each one of you, especially the litigant public, lawyers and clerks working in different courts, either as part of court staff or advocate staff, and also book publishers, book sellers, librarians, and all of you. My name is Nerala Malyadri. I have been practicing as an advocate of Honorable Supreme Court of India and also Honorable High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Honorable High Court of Telangana. I have got offices both at Hyderabad and Vijayawada and my place Kavali, Nellore, and also part of the office at Delhi. I studied my law from Delhi University, and as such I was constrained to stay at Delhi for 3 years during my studies as a student of law. The point now for consideration before all of us is whether we are having free and unhindered access to justice in approaching the Honorable Supreme Court of India or not. It is very difficult when you compare geographically and financially, economically, and hindrances wise when a person from Kerala suburbs or Kerala remote corners to go to Delhi for filing the cases. We know very well that due to the geographical constraints and lack of knowledge or education, appearing before the Supreme Court by a litigant is really difficult and unimaginable. Even he cannot select or elect an advocate of his choice. Inescapably, appearing before the Supreme Court has become the domain of the lawyers who are practicing at Supreme Court by staying at Delhi or the places around the Delhi, because for them it is easy to approach the Honorable Supreme Court. Consequently, the other advocates practicing in other parts of the country, especially in the remote areas, can never dreamt to go and appear before the Honorable Supreme Court. Not only this, it is highly difficult for an advocate from remote corner of the India, particularly southern and eastern parts of India, to go and get registration of himself as an advocate of Supreme Court. There is no online process of registration and becoming of an advocate. Without the option of a local advocate of their choice, litigants are constrained to engage an advocate who is not known to him, about whom he does not know, by paying the fees of the choice of the advocate but not of the party. You have to choose an advocate from the bar of Delhi High Court or Supreme Court, because they stay there. Due to that, both in terms of the quality and cost, it has become very costly for the litigants of the areas which are too long from the Delhi. In fact, due to this pandemic, the Honorable Supreme Court has become a court of record and court for everyone, because there are attempts now to overcome the physical constraints in an effort to increase access, albeit virtually. Why virtually? Because the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court, allowed to practice by an advocate virtually due to this pandemic. So pandemic only invented, rather made us to have a result of becoming a dream becoming true for the advocates who are practicing in at a places which are very long in distance from the Honorable Supreme Court. Not only this, the people's movement has become very, very costly of their life due to this pandemic. Due to that, what has happened, they need to approach the local advocates also only through WhatsApp or through phones or some other media by using the technology. The country's highest court, which is supposed to have access very easily to everybody, because the fundamental rights enshrined in the Constitution clearly mandates that access to justice to a common man is a fundamental right. When fundamental right is there, the implementation of it is on the shoulders of the government's ruling. If that is so, the Supreme Court must, the persons who are at the helm of the affairs in the Supreme Court shall consider that virtual hearings, though not a perfect alternative to the regular physical hearings, but in case if an advocate or the party chooses for virtual hearing for several reasons, including cost of litigation and quality of advocacy and difficulties of the party, then virtual hearings must be allowed to be used or practiced. More than one law commission and parliamentary committees have been recommending for circuit benches of the Supreme Court to be set up around the country, or at least open a bench in southern parts of the India, but for their own reasons the judiciary did not act and virtual hearings are not allowed to continue or start except due to this COVID-19. Then, though at present we cannot claim as a matter of right, then it at least as a matter of just and equitable policy or convenience due to COVID-19, there must be an opportunity or discretion for the party or the advocate to appear either virtually or physically in case of need. The judges, definitely they can sit in the Honorable Supreme Court and then work because of the facilities or otherwise reasons which are compelling for the judges to sit there. At the same time, the statistics, as per the information which I have received, clearly shows that all types of can potentially make their way for any reason to Honorable Supreme Court, irrespective of the place or form of the original institution. That is to say, a case may be instituted at any place for due to cause of action being arisen in that place, irrespective of the party's native place or party's working place. When that is so, if it is the effective exercise of that right, however, that is curtailed by the court assembling exclusively in Delhi, because when the Supreme Court is sitting only at Delhi and the judges are functioning at Delhi only, irrespective of the original cause of action being arisen at a particular place, which is not convenient to go for preferring an appeal at Supreme Court in terms of distance and cost, then it is better to think twice about policies to be made in that respect. I came to know about a report by the Center for Policy Research that a disproportionately high number of cases filed in the Supreme Court originated in high courts closer to Delhi. This is because the people staying or entering into any transactions or for any reason cause of action has arisen in those areas which are nearer to Delhi are very easily accessing the Honorable Supreme Court for getting justice. For instances, cases from states like West Bengal, Bihar and Andhra Pradesh, which collectively account for around a fifth of India's total population, contributes to less than 10% of the court's docket. That is to say, let us say 20% of the population of India are staying in these states, or when the cases are arisen for them, only 10%, below 10% are accessing to Honorable Court. On the other hand, almost 18% of all cases in the Supreme Court originate from Punjab and Haryana, with less than 5% of the total population area. So these geographical constraints and also other difficulties of the parties, particularly of economic and health condition and the systems that are available and the quality of the advocates that are available in the areas in which they are there, and also as they are accustomed to select the advocate only those who are known to them, it is better now to have a policy from now onwards giving opportunity for the advocates and parties to appear virtually unless and otherwise it is 100% required for physical appearance of the party or advocate for conducting their case. Generally, the appearance of the parties in appeal cases is not at all necessary, and even now parties doesn't appear physically in the Honorable Supreme Court for redressal of their grievances. So keeping all these things in view, I submit to the Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court or the central and state governments to consider the report of Law Commission and Parliamentary Committee, and also the agony of the litigant public from the places like West Bengal, Bihar and Andhra Pradesh, who are collectively account for around a fifth of India's total population, and permit them at least till this COVID episode or pandemic is completed to have their choice of appearing of their advocate selected by them from any area virtually, which will definitely reduce the cost of litigation, and a person who gets even a adverse order against his case will feel that he has seen what the advocate is arguing and he knows the advocate, and he is confidently, as a law-abiding citizen, exercises his right of fundamental right of personal liberty and protection of his life is guaranteed. With this submission, I, with a fervent hope of getting access to justice to a common man from remote corners of the India in due course of time, in compliance with the objects to be achieved as per the preamble of the Constitution. Thank you to one and all. Please support the cause and see that people of India exercise their fundamental rights and especially access to justice easily. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel and request your friends to subscribe my channel.